Today we're going to look at reference data and how it relates to master data management, or MDM. When people think about master data management, they consider projects such as getting a 360-degree view of your customer. They think about getting a uniform product catalog. These are some of the reasons why people invest in MDM. It's because they want a consistent, accurate, golden source of customers and products. But not all the data being mastered belongs to either customer or product. There's a shared set of master data called reference data that's common across your enterprise. For example, your customers are segmented by industry, or they pay in a specific currency, belong to a geography, managed by a business unit. Each one of these little red boxes, this is shared. It's shared not just with customer, but also product. Products are also segmented by industry, sold to geographies, they pay in currencies, or linked to specific financial accounts. If you have no consistency across how you define industry or geo or currency or business units or financial accounts, then the data you're getting out of your product system will not match what you're getting out of your customer system. And this is why we think of reference data as a third type of master data that is shared and common across all your systems. Because it's foundational, because it's shared across multiple domains, it is a great place to start your MDM journey. Now, when we think about that MDM journey, it requires something we call reference data management. And reference data management requires a slightly different, more unique set of functionality than, say, traditional MDM. For example, you need the ability to handle various models and complex relationships. So when you think about reference data, it runs the gamut from simple name-value pairs like currency codes to country identifiers to your entire chart of accounts and complex organizational hierarchy. The modeling tool needs to be able to support that diversity of models. Second of all, it needs to be able to tie these different models together. So how do I relate my geocode to my accounts, to my business units, to my currencies, to my employees? So handling those models and complex relationships are required for RDM. It also has to have control over past, present, and future. Most MDM platforms think of the current version as the only version of your master data. What might work for a customer or product MDM system will not work for reference data because you need finer control over time. You need access to past versions for auditing control, and you need the ability to create future versions in parallel, for example, addressing organizations and acquisitions. Reference data is shared across your organization. It's used by multiple domains of master data. What that means is that you'll have multiple business users who are accountable and responsible for that information. Finance and HR might update new organizations and business units. Simultaneously, supply chain may add supplier info. Sales and marketing may need to attach those units to specific sales territories. So you'll need some method of doing collaborative authoring and workflow. And finally, again, reference data is shared. What does that mean? It means that you need wide and diverse distribution of this reference data across your organization. So that's support for things such as web services, batch, or real-time access methods. So in summary, reference data, like we said, shared, common to all systems and multiple domains of master data management. When you're thinking about managing reference data, or RDM, you need that flexible modeling that can handle both relationships and complex models and simple models. You need control over the past, present, and future. You need some method of dealing with collaboration between multiple business owners. And finally, you need to be able to distribute this information in a wide access fashion throughout your enterprise. To learn more about our RDM solutions, please visit us at www.orchestranetworks.com/RDM. Thanks, and have a great day.